Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Get Firm podcast. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've been on here. During the entire month of December, my body decided to get the flu and get other unbeknownst illnesses. So yeah, we are back and we are excited to talk to you about all kinds of things today. But first, let's address what happened a couple nights ago. So in the middle of the night, they went in and they took out the president and his wife from Venezuela, and they basically pulled him out of his house, brought him back here to the United States. And now the United States is saying we're basically going to be running the oil and running Venezuela for the foreseeable future. I mean, what does this mean for you and your money? Honestly, I don't know. It's one of those things where it could go a lot of different directions. It could mean absolutely nothing. But all I can say right now is all the oil companies like Chevron, ConocoPhillips, um, Exxon, and things like that are going up. Also, Oklo, which is a nuclear reactor company, is up 13% today. And the metals company, TMC, is going parabolic as well. Silver and gold are cranking through the roof. So, if you're investing in things outside of Bitcoin, which is what we primarily talk about on this podcast, which is also doing very well. Right now, you might want to look at nuclear reactor companies, nuclear power stations, things of that nature, because I think they're going to go in the right direction along with some precious metals and oil and gas. But that is to be determined. Right now, Bitcoin's price is at 93,623. Ethereum is at 3,175 and XRP is at $2.16. So it's kind of interesting. Bitcoin has been down for so long. I know I'm 20% down on XRP and Bitcoin over the last 3 to 6 months here. So this is positive news. We're moving in the right direction. I would really love to see an all-time high in my portfolio in the foreseeable future, but we will see. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here, but last year, 2025, there was nothing but good news for Bitcoin. There was nothing but good news for cryptocurrency. And yet, nothing happened. MicroStrategy, Galaxy, all these companies are buying thousands and thousands of Bitcoin. And the price didn't go up at all. There was no price action. Now, there's all these ETFs and spot Bitcoin and how that all transitions. I don't know. But all I know, 2026 should be a bullish year for Bitcoin because it just didn't make sense that we didn't go up. Now, I'm not going to make predictions, but I'm hearing everything from 150,000 to 300,000 by the end of 2026. I mean, let's cut the difference, 225K. That would be really nice. That would be almost like 2.5 from where we are right now. But this time, I think we all need to respect the 4-year cycles, even though they've been a little different lately. But you do want to take some profits. I believe a lot of people say HODL, HODL, hold on for dear life, which I think there is some merit to that. Like, yes, you don't want to sell all your Bitcoin, but if you put in $30,000 and in a year it's $90,000 and you're making 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 a year, $60,000 is a big deal to a lot of people. So if you take 10, 15, $20,000 off the top and put it into your savings account, build your emergency fund, put it in VOO, S&P 500, I don't see anything wrong with that. But, this is just an opinion podcast, so that's just me. Today, everything is going in the right direction. I'm just looking at my account right now. S&P's up 72.72%, Nasdaq's up 1%, Bitcoin's up 2.4%, which we already kind of talked about. The US Treasury bills are still getting 3.6%, which is good. So if you're out there and you need a new car, buy something that makes sense. But if you can get something that's 0, 1 or 2 or even 3% and your savings account's going to make more than that, it's okay to finance it. Just don't take out like a 72-month loan on something that you can't afford. It's not how you should do things. Your car should not be more than 10 to 15% total of your household income per year. So if you make $100,000 a year, maybe 10 to $15,000 would be what you would pay for a car, which is not going to get you a new car right now. So unless you're making, a lot of money, buying a new car right now is probably not a great idea. But if you do get 0 or 1%, because you have good credit, it's possible. Just make sure monthly mortgage doesn't your monthly mortgage, your monthly payment does not prevent you from investing because when you're young, your 20s, 30s, and 40s, the most important thing is you get as many dollars working for you as you can into the stock market, into crypto, into precious metals, things that are going to appreciate over the next 20, 30, 40 years. You need to do that as soon as possible. And you don't want to wreck yourself. So you want to stay very diversified. Everybody says different things, but as I always say, 70, 80% into stable things, S&P 500, things of that nature. And then you can do your last 10, 15, 20% into your cryptocurrencies, individual stocks, gold, silver, real estate, weed, whatever you want to put your stocks in outside of that 70, 80% safe zone. It's cool with me. Um, what's his name? Jim Cramer from the Money Guy show. He was just talking about, in his last book, his idea of 70 to 80% goes into the S&P 500, which checks with what I say, and then pick 5 of the top 50 companies that you believe in and just put the rest into that. I think that's solid advice as well. So I'm a little bit more subdued than normal, but because I'm talking about some serious stuff here. But here is the thing I also want to touch on today because we do talk about fitness on here a little bit. And this whole idea of new year, new you, it's not real. It's the new year, but it's the same you. The habits that you've been doing in 2023, 2024, 2025, habits, the things that you consistently have done for 2023, 2024, 2025, that is the you that you're looking at right now. That's the you that I'm looking at right now. So new year, new you is incorrect. The difference is, sure, you can start new habits right now, which will create the new you by 2027. But going to the gym, investing for 1 month, trying to be nice to your wife or your husband for 1 month, trying to be nice to your friends for 1 month, trying to take your dog for a walk every day for 1 month, it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to move the needle at all. But any of those things that I said, done for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months, 60 months, 70 months, 112 months, that is going to make the difference. That makes a difference. I've been lifting weights since I'm 13. I have been investing since I'm 25. I've been trying to treat my wife the best that I can from day one. I try and reach out to my friends. I try and reach out to my family. I try to do the things that I feel that are important. But every day, every week, every month, every year, every decade, I do audits on myself because I want to continue moving in the right direction with all of those things. And that comes down to the idea of perpetual improvement. I actually wrote a book about it. It's called Perpetual Improvement by Michael Hartman, and it is on Amazon. But anyway, new year, new you, not real. New year, fresh start, correct. So, right now, I want you to write down everything that you think you need to improve, not goals, not ambitions. What do you need to improve? Write it down. Come up with 10 to 15 things. I don't care how simple it can be. It could be putting your laundry away. It doesn't matter. Taking better care of your dog, brushing your teeth. I don't care what it is. Write all of those down. When you get 15 items, I want you to pick 3, and I want you to focus on those in January and February. Then come March 1st, I want you to pick 3 more. Now, the first 3 should already be habits. So come March or February, whichever you choose, you pick 3 more. You do it for 2 months. Now those 6 should be habits. In May, you pick 3 more and you work on those. By the end of the year, you have new habits and your life is changing in a positive direction. That is where the new you will be landing in 2027. It all started 5 days ago. Today's January 5th. So now let's do something fun. I am going to go through and I'm going to make my predictions for wild card weekend in the NFL. Of course, my birds are in it. So that's exciting. My wife likes the Packers, so that's exciting for her. So let's go through this. Rams versus Panthers, Saturday at 4:30. Rams. That's an easy one. Packers versus Bears, Saturday, January 10th, 8 p.m. For my wife's sake, I hope the Packers can pull this out of their ass, but the Bears have been dominating, so I have to go with the Bears. Bills versus Jaguars. You know what? Bills. 49ers versus Eagles. Man, it's going to be a way, way harder game than I think the Packers was going to be, but it doesn't matter because anything can happen. But I'm picking the Eagles because you know what? I bleed green. I wear green. We are green. Let's go. Let's get annoyed about that. Let's go, Birds. Let's piss everybody off. Everybody hates that shit that doesn't like the Eagles. Let's go, Birds. Chargers versus Patriots. Patriots. Texans versus the Steelers. Man, Texans have been so freaking good recently. Here's my upset. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers, Steelers. You guys, thanks for checking us out. We'll talk to you soon. Get Firm Podcast out.